Hey, good evening, YouTube. What is going on? What's going on? For those who don't know me, my name is Dirk. Um, I do a lot here on YouTube, and today I want to talk about sovereign citizens. Now, this lately has become a movement. It's more southern states, and some western and northern states and stuff. Folks, if you run into one of these sovereign citizens, don't argue with them, okay? Because all they're asking for is just trouble. And how can you tell if someone's a sovereign citizen? Well, one is how their license plate is. They can print off something on the internet and then just paste it right on their car. Another is how their licenses are, or IDs. Another is bumper stickers on their cars and stuff. And these sovereign citizens, they go around saying, "Oh, the laws don't affect me. I don't have to pay no taxes. I don't have to listen to you. Your government's a joke. You know, I go by the Articles of Confederation, or I go by the Constitution of 1789 and stuff. And you don't owe me. I don't have to listen to you and stuff." Well, here's the thing. These sovereign citizens are way out of control, and the FBI has deemed them legally as domestic terrorists. And I don't blame them, to tell you the truth. And to any sovereign citizen out there, just do what the officer tells you, please. You don't want to get in trouble, but you're asking for trouble. Literally, you are. You don't have to keep saying, what law did I break? I don't have to give you my license and registration. I don't have to show you my ID. I don't have to prove to who I am. Oh, I am not a legal citizen of the United. These people are out of control, really. And I see videos here on YouTube a lot of these people. And there's even other types of sovereign citizens. There are squatters. And these squatters, they go into an empty, vacant house. The house has been vacant for like maybe, let's say, years. Or the people live in it during a certain amount of time. And they move in and they change the locks. And they use this Aber policy thing. And after 30 days, it's legally theirs. Well, have luck proving that you are the owner. And see, all these sovereign citizens do is, and I'll even show you. Like, here, these are some blank sheets. Okay, all these are just blank. See, I'll show you. All they are is just blank sheets. But I got papers here that say, that prove what I'm talking about. And you must comply by these rules, or by these laws say, or else you are in big trouble and I will sue you. Oh my God, give it a break. I've seen these videos on YouTube, and I keep saying, shut up, just do what they're saying. One of the greatest one is this young lady said, Articles of Confederation said free habits don't need a driver's license. It's free habits. Articles of Confederation, you can check your laws. And the officer was being patient, but he was also kind of being rude. Or, like, okay, I'm getting impatient here. Do what I say. And she finally does get out of the car, but she's like, I'm just going to that house over there. No, you're not. You're being detained. All these sovereign citizens, all they're doing is they're looking for trouble. And literally, all you guys are doing, for any sovereign citizen out there, you're looking for trouble. And you're recording the cops. You know, and literally just do what they say. Don't make no argument. Okay? Now, my parents taught me to respect the law and always obey a police officer. If I'm driving, I will show my driver's license, but I don't drive though. But if I am approached by a cop and they say, "You have identification on you?" I go, sorry sir, I forgot my ID. Sometimes I'll forget my wallet. And they go, and I say, "I'm sorry, sir, I forgot my wallet." And they're like, "Okay, that's okay. What's your date of birth?" And I tell them. And they look up. You know, but these sovereign citizens, they're like, you know, "I don't have to give you so-called identification. I did not pull for no crime. I did not do this. State Texas versus Babel said minor traffic offenses is not a punishable offense. Therefore, you cannot detain me. Blah 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 blah. I am not driving. I am traveling. You're denying my right to travel. It doesn't matter if you're traveling just down the block, or you're going from your house, which is a mile. Doesn't matter. If you're within the confines of a state and the cop pulls you over, you have to obtain your driver's license and your proof of registration. And all these other citizens, their cars are not coming back to them. They're coming back to someone else. And the IDs, they're coming back as something else. You know, they're not a legal form ID. You know, just do what the officers say. Don't hand them a bunch of papers and stuff. Because let me tell you something. If I was a police officer, literally, if I was a police officer, and you so-called sovereign citizens hand me this document and stuff, you know what I'm going to do? Shh. That's what I'm going to do. And why? I'm going to like, "Yeah, man, let me tell you something. The Articles of Confederation that you are claiming, or the Constitution of 1789, or whatever you're claiming, is invalid or void by the Constitution of the United States of America. And I do have the right to search that vehicle without a warrant. I can search because I have probable cause. I also have and I do have a right to detain you, and I also have a right to say for you to give me, or should I say, sorry, I do have a right to ask for your license and registration and your ID. And since you are failing to comply, you're going to be placed under arrest. So you better comply, or you are facing arrest." You know, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that." And I'm like, shut up and just do what they say. And literally, all you're asking is for trouble. Just knock it off and do it. Okay? Really, just do what the police officer is saying. What's so hard to comply? You want to be an idiot? You want your video out there on YouTube and have people say, laughing at you and stuff? People like me laughing at you. So literally, for any sovereign citizen out there, the laws do apply to you. Okay? Literally, the laws do apply to you. You have to pay your taxes. You gotta have your vehicle registered by the state in the city that you live in. You gotta have a proper ID, and you gotta have your proper ID and driver's license. You must present it when notified by a cop. You cannot say, "Oh, I plead the fifth," and make an argument saying Texas versus Babel or whatever, what any mumble jumbo. You gotta just quit arguing. And if you got any kids and they're with you, you're making it worse for them because you're now scaring your kid and you're teaching them, oh, you don't have to obey a police officer. What type of parent are you when you do something like that? My parents taught me right from wrong. And I have always respected a police officer. I ain't got friends who are cops. And I know some of you sovereign citizens have a brain. And literally, you do. Use it. Quit being so naive and thinking, oh, I can do this and do that. And for you squatters out there, you're breaking the law. You are legally trespassing on the property, first off, and then you enter the property. So now you're doing breaking and entering, and then you change the locks. And then you sell whatever properties in that house, you sell it off. For what? What do you sell it off for? So you can pay a stupid water bill, or maybe your habit of drugs or something? Literally, why you guys do it for? Is it because you see an empty house and you need somewhere to live? Really, why are you guys doing this? A lot of states are passing legislations on you guys. You know the bank owns the property, but you don't give a care. That's why you need to really use your brain and stop using this adverse possession stuff. You're 1/3 correct, okay? Unless you really prove that you own that property. You do not own the property and you're not allowed to be there. Okay? So when you do something like this, you are technically breaking the law. And I got another topic of people breaking the law. And that'll be coming up in a later post. But I want to talk about these sovereign citizens. Okay? Literally, I want to talk about these sovereign citizens. And literally, so for the squatters who are sovereign citizen squatters, stop breaking the law. Use your brain. Okay? For you sovereign citizens who think the laws don't apply to you, you don't need to show your driver's license. Just do what the officers say. Quit arguing. And don't fight your tickets. You break the law. You knew what you were doing was wrong. And still you just... just do what the officer tells you. And explain. And don't break no laws. Plain and simple. But you find stuff on the internet saying, oh, that is now void. It is not valid. Okay? You're like, oh, I'm some kind of Google lawyer or a YouTube lawyer and stuff. Just knock it off. And quit referring yourself as a person. Like, I could say, oh, no, I am not said person. I am the representative of said person. You cannot be... You know how stupid you sound in front of a judge when you do that? And the judges are like, great, I got another idiot. And I'm like, just do what the officers say, and you'll be fine. And do what the judge says. Don't make no argument with the judge. And you so-called sovereign citizens say you're your own attorneys or whatever. No, you're not your own attorney, okay? Just stop, okay? Literally just stop what you're doing. That's all I have to say about this. For you folks who want to comment below on my page and tell me, do you agree what I have said about this, and should they actually stop what they're doing and stop making fools of themselves? If you disagree, also comment. Literally, just comment right below. I'll put it in descriptions and stuff. And, you know, and that is about it. So everyone, please stay safe. Take care. If you're in this cold weather, by the way, stay warm. If you're in this so-called weather bomb that's moving up the East Coast, just stay safe. Stay indoors. Stay warm. Don't really be out in this weather. And for you people here in the Midwest, especially in my area of Granite City and stuff, or should I say the St. Louis metropolitan area, just stay warm, folks. It's not going to be around too much longer. At least 3 more days, they're saying. So just stay warm, stay safe, and folks, just take it easy, okay? And as always, peace.